Akkor indítom, mivel a 22. résznek annyi. És most random itt keltünk föl, szóval... Nagyon jó, nagyon jó.
Már lehet fast travel-ölni, nem? Vagy gyalog
De
menjünk?
várjál, hogyha megcsináljuk azokat a metró...
Van ott
cuccokat.
metrónk.
Hát azt tudom, de... Hol a metró?
Ott van például bal föl is egy izé. Lehet oda fast travel-ölni.
De itt is van egy metró.
Hol?
Ez itt, ez metró,
Ezt most
nem?
meg akarod csinálni, vagy mi ez?
Nem, hát ez kész van.
De minek mész be?
Mert itt van egy tép.
De jó. De nem kell hozzá bejönni a fast travel.
De itt a fast travel.
De nem kell hozzá bejönni.
De bejövünk.
Hova menjünk?
Ö... Hát...
De
Oda.
bal... Hova?
Én már átjöttem.
De hova? Jól látom.
Mi ez az Elite Chapter Mission?
Hát ez az új update.
Ja, tényleg az előtt. Meg se néztük még.
Hát majd megnézzük, a kijátszottuk.
Na, itt van azért egy pár felkiáltója. Van kettő balra, Garrisonban van kettő,
De van valahol
is
inhibitor
van
itt.
egy.
Itt van a
A
vízben.
híd aljában van. Hallod, Dani? Menjünk már...
Várják, egy képet küldök. Ezt látom a menüben jelenleg.
Várjál. Ezt a képet most nem fogjuk megnézni, mert nem fogjuk
Van
látni.
telefonodon Steam?
Van.
Akkor elküldöm Steam-en.
Hát akkor még nem küldöd a gépen.
Ezt látom a menüben jelenleg.
Örülj neki, hogy ezt látod. Na, akkor Garrisonba menjünk már el felkiáltó jellél.
Várja. Hogy te itt mentél fel, mondom. Én mindjárt láttam, mit jelöltél.
Látod a felkiáltó jelet Garrison városba, vagyis megyébe.
Hát van itt kettő.
Közelebbi Garrisonba.
Amúgy ne trekkeltem, csak jelölt be. És akkor látom.
Mi az a sok madár? Most be lett jelölve, vagy be lett trekkelve. De ne.
Itt vagyok.
Jó. Leírtam. Jaj, hát ezzel megint. Na
Nem
végre
beszélünk
most.
most ezzel.
De beszélünk, mert már csak az utolsó van.
De gondolom van még több is, nem csak ez az egy.
So, you
I can.
good. What event?
De miért skippelsz?
Mert már láttuk kétszer. Melyik?
That would be the chemical strikes on the city 11 years ago.
Correct. On January 6th, 2025, at 0800 hours, the butcher, Colonel Williams, decided to use a newly discovered chemical compound, the THV Gen Mod, to stop infection. Hope of reclaiming control of the city turned to tragedy. Millions of residents were killed. It also caused terrifying mutations of the infected, turning them into what we now call specials. The chemicals are still active today. Don't get near them. I mentioned the March massacre before. Any clue what happened on this day?
The army killed 64 civilians protesting against weapons confiscation.
You actually have been paying attention. This is correct. This shooting was the beginning of escalation of riots in the city, which finally led to the fall of General Pratt and Colonel Williams taking over. The army confiscated all the guns and ammo. It all started there, south of Houndfield, by the monument of the World Art Congress. The last question. Let's go for a moment out of Villador, taking a global perspective. Before mutating, THV was simply known as Haran virus. Haran is where it all started. But do you remember when the Haran events
2015.
happened?
Igen.
Nincs is olyan.
Ö,
14 nem.
várjál. Mennyi?
Nem.
Van időnk válaszolni, nem?
20 másodperc. Mikor jött ki a játék? 14 nem. 16 az már késő. Vagy 14. Legyen az?
Én már...
Jó, az lesz.
In early spring 2014.
Bravo! I'm impressed.
2014 Spring.
Jó, már mindegy.
Azt
The
jelölted?
virus
Igen.
emerged during
Ja.
Haran's Global Athletic Games in 2014 and went dormant after the city was quarantined. It was subsequently turned into an exclusion zone by the GRE. I remember those would-be games. I even took a week off to watch them. My country had many medal prospects. No one expected it would become hell on earth. But that's the part everyone knows and never talks about, since it's what caused the fall. I commend you on your knowledge, young man. Never stop seeking more. And never forget, we're always just a few burning history books away from darkness. Here's a small token of my appreciation. Should teach you a bit about one of my favorite parts of the city. The catacombs.
Kaptunk artefaktot. Na most menjünk a másik felkiáltójelhez, ami itt van.
Az állok az élet és nem úrik fel.
Itt van egy izé.
Mi?
Erre.
Mi?
Tudod, az a inhibitor.
A fenn van a tetőn, nem?
Szerintem igen. Ja, de ez fenntarthatatlan.
Most a felmész oda, vagy te mit csinálsz?
De hogy megyek fel? Na, vagy asszony.
You can't just run off like
Bejött
that, Henny.
az asszos
Granny's not as spry as she once was.
Henny, I'm not...
Aren't you cold, darling? You never knew how to dress appropriately. I remember back in preschool how you would put your undies on your head.
I'm sorry, but I think you're mistaking me for somebody.
It's about time you made it back here, Henny. I'm feeling a bit out of sorts today. Why am I even standing here? Aha! Did you get... Do you have those, you know... Help me out here, Henny.
Look, I'm sorry, I'm Aiden. Aiden. And I really have to get going.
Pills. That's it. You were supposed to bring me my pills. Ran out this morning. And my mind's all sort of foggy.
I'd like to help, but I... Okay, let's see. Where do you usually keep these pills, ma'am?
No matter, Henny. You were supposed to refill my script at the pharmacy.
Pharmacies aren't really open for business these days.
God, I've forgotten everything. Ah, I know. This group of nice boys came this morning for coffee. No, it was for tea. And they made me... I lent them my last bottle. They had such funny masks on their faces.
You were robbed by renegades?
Ah, yes. That might be what they called themselves. But they were nice boys.
Alright, don't worry, Grandma. I'll ask those boys to give it back. Where did they go after that?
Somewhere over there. To those abandoned apartments behind me, I guess. Darling, don't you boys get up to too much mischief together. I'll be waiting with a hot cup of tea by the windmill south of the VNC Tower.
Kettős öregasszony.
Van itt valahol egy safe house. Ja. Nem van ennek a tetején, mindegy, fel se látok.
Akkor csináljuk meg az öregasszonyos kérdetést.
Jó.
Jelölted?
Nem, várja.
Grandma might be confused, but her memory's just fine for something.
Itt felrobbanod?
I hope these pills help her.
Jó fasz, Oliver ide szalad hozzám.
Hagytam elrakni, ezért úgy görgör előtt. Jó, ezt képp elrakta.
Hát tudod, a csajnak a feladathoz lehet gyűjteni az agyat. Az indián szemlének.
Vele vállalkozás.
Vállalkozók leszünk.
What you want, pal?
Összegveszem.
You'll love that, baby. That'll help.
Még mindig tépózolok az inventoryba.
Eladtam egy olyan dolgot, amit nem kellett volna.
Vedd vissza.
Thought
Tényleg
you'd be
vissza
there.
lehet. Jó.
I wanted to buy zucchini seedlings. But the price was so high that I'd be better off wishing
800-en beszélnek egyszer.
who the fuck cares? You may not care,
Állam is.
but I can't afford
Always need this.
Nem lehet, hogy restartolni kellene egyet?
Nem kell, én tépózolni fogok végig.
Here you go, ma'am. I mean, Grandma, I got your pills.
Took your sweet time, Jerry. Had to grab a pint with your mates after work again, is that it? You could have let me know before we got married. The day were your true loves. Well, here's your tea. See what kind of wife you have?
No, no, I'm not your husband, remember? I'm your grandson? Shit, now I'm confused. Take these, please. They should help.
That's so sweet you brought them, Aiden.
Wait. So, you remember my name? You know who I am?
Oh, my. Oh, all right. I might have exaggerated my memory problems a little bit. One can get used to this epidemic, even to the infected. But to loneliness? Never. What's the point of surviving if I have no one to share my life with? And you. Do you have a grandmother still alive? Do you drop by for tea with her?
Never had a grandma.
Truly? Then you do not even know what you are missing. I know so many stories. Would you like to listen?
Akkor elnyomni.
I'd love to.
Drop by whenever you feel like it, and I'll be glad to tell you.
Nem kell ezt, mert úgy is mondott, hogy igen, nyomni szoktak mindig.
People bring hurt on themselves when they ask too much from life.
Ezzel most még kell megint beszélni.
Life
I'd love to hear your story now.
Na hát ezért.
I am Bosnian.
Ja.
I survived the siege of Sarajevo by the Yugoslav army during the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It started in '92 and lasted 4 years. The longest and bloodiest
Na
siege
akkor
in
hol
the history of
játszódhat most a
Europe
játék?
after
Most sem
World
biztos,
War
hogy
II.
Európa.
My mother
Nem
and
biztos.
I were hiding in the basement. Very tight, very uncomfortable. It was hard to sleep. One day, a boy showed up. He was maybe 7 years old. His name was Daniel. His parents had been killed by mortar shells. Higher up, you could sneak away from snipers, avoiding unprotected streets. But you could never predict where the missiles would fall. It was only a matter of time before Daniel would die. He came by every day, but my mother never suggested that he stay the night. We lacked food, and a third person would have made it impossible to sleep. One day, Daniel sat with us, and I could see how troubled he was. He had big brown eyes. Can I stay with you? Mother changed the subject. In the following days, she did that 3 more times, until finally, she let him stay.
Why'd she change her mind?
I asked her the same question. She said, I had to remind myself what it meant to be human. I have remembered that my whole life. When the virus broke out, I sheltered dozens of immigrants. People think of themselves to survive. But they won't survive if they think only of themselves.
Nem elbugolt egy pali.
Never thought about it like that. I'm glad I met you.
Lebeg a tea.
Csináljuk ezt.
Melyiket? Nem van még ennek küldetése?
Minek?
Az öreg lánynak.
Nincs.
Jó sok sidequesting van már megint.
Ez megint a 70% a futás. Ha megnézem.
That's in the house. Jól lehet, megyen az. Majd ezt keresem, hol kell felfejleszteni.
Mit?
Azt, ami neked van.
Én azt megkérdeztem, az azért nem tudod, mert neked a... Mert ez nem a te mentésed. És elvileg neked is nincs unlockolva. Azért van neked a izé. Azért tudod alapból használni, mert én már ott tartok a játékba hostként, hogy már van nekem.
Ja, aha.
De még nem böszmét csináltam a játékba. Lehet azt mondani, hogy elküldöm az én mentésemet neked. De ugye a te mentésed szerint neked ez még nincs meg. Kell aludni.
Mit kell csinálni?
Mondom, kell aludni.
De nem az, nekem van itt egy kék mező, és semmi nem történt. Foglaljuk már el azt a izét, Dani.
Mit?
Metrót. Ott van a közeledben. 60 méter.
Mondom, aludni kell hozzá, oda kell menni alapból.
Na jó. Nem változik alapból éjszakába, hogyha oda menjünk?
Dára van az ajtó.
Akkor menjünk fel.
Látod ezt? Hol vagy? Mindegy.
De miért írja ki mindenhez az, hogy discovered?
Just
Olyan, mintha most lennénk itt először. Úgy csinálja a játék.
Rajtam valami sárga. Mi? Ez mi volt? Melyik se voltam, az visszahúzott. Itt van benne valami sárga cucc. Itt van. Hopp. Jó.
Hopp, Dani! Felszedsz.
Ma nem nagyon akarnak.
Jó sokáig szedsz.
Nem tudtam, hogy kell érteni.
Először alakítsuk át.
Befutunk a végére.
Én ilyen csatornákba megyek.
Nicholas, I'm in the control.
Nice. Now just find the switch.
Nicholas, the switch didn't work.
Damn it. There's another way. Up for giving it a try?
Let's finish this.
There should be an electrical room with military generators further below. Look for an elevator. Maybe you can go down the shaft.
Nézz engem. Ha ezt már csináltuk egy párszor.
What are military generators doing in the metro?
Seems the tunnels work great for moving troops around the city. Only first they had to clean the infected out. And to do that, they needed a lot of light. That called for a lot of power.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Most a játék úgy tesz, hogyha életünkben most tennénk először ilyent?
Jó. Mert szerintem úgy képzelt el a játék, hogy mit csináljuk először.
Miért ugrasz a... Mi nálam bebagoltál?
Tudom, hogy megoldani a játékot. Miért megyünk lefele? Te visszanyomtad lefele.
Nicholas, it worked. Generators are up and running.
So the intel wasn't some booze-induced fantasy. Now get back up here. I got some beers on ice with your name on them.
Hogy beszélünk a palival?
Igen. Az év a pénztáros.
Még veszünk vonatjegyet?
Igen.
I'm impressed. Honestly, I didn't expect you to go all the way down.
Azt csak
I'll
átugrottuk
finish what I
őket.
start.
Luan was right. You're one tenacious son of a bitch. What else can I do you for?
Megpókozzon és hogy tanulj ki online.
How do you know so much about military installations?
I'm a bartender. I'd get GRE guys
Hát
in
most nem érsz rá.
incognito, of course.
Lehetsz?
Military brass, trying to lie low, even big shot ministers of whatever. After a few generously poured shots, they all had stories to tell. I learned about the metro generators from the skittish guy in glasses. The retired history teacher type, all buttoned down. Needed to spill his guts to someone. Later, they hanged him for war crimes.
Where'd that chemical gunk I ran into come from?
It was created to fast forward the infection to the terminal stage. Basically kill the infected with a form of premature aging. Wasn't supposed to have any effect on the healthy or recently bitten, like you and me. But it didn't work out that way.
So that's why my biomarker goes crazy when I get near it.
Yep, but that's not the worst of it. Some say the military knew how lethal the stuff really was. Suited them to finish off every last one of us.
Why?
Only the colonel knows, but the old bastard never leaves his fortress. But if you really want to know the truth about the GRE, just check out their labs. They're scattered all over town. Lord, the shit that must have gone down there.
Got any other work?
Well, you could join up with the carriers, especially if you want a crash course on the city.
The carriers. Can you tell me more?
The Carriers Guild. They're an elite band of messengers delivering letters and packages all over the city. Kinda like pilgrims, except inside the walls. Oh, and they're not outlaws who wander around looking for work. No offense, bro.
I'm taken.
They know every square inch of this city. You'll earn your way around in no time working for them. Their headquarters is on downtown Court, inside the metro station that bears the same name. Here, take this letter to Driscoll. He heads up the guild. Solid guy. He'll give you a shot. You can trust him.
Thanks, Nicholas. I gotta go.
Thanks, Aiden. With skills like that, you'll find plenty to do around here. But watch what you get yourself into.
Választasz egy másik sidequestet?
Már most melyik van? Jó,
Most a
se izé
welcome
van.
boardot jelölted ki.
Hát ez a legközelebb, akkor ide megyünk.
A welcome board?
Nem.
Vagy a carries? Oksa. Te már odaértél.
Hát majdnem mellette vagyok, de van itt egy felkiáltója.
Ez Bence?
Igen, Bence sört ajánl
One
fel.
of two of life's great pleasures.
Thanks.
Na, jól beszéltünk.
I'm dying to hear what the other one is.
What do you think? The sweet, sweet thrill of gambling, obviously.
Oh yeah? What's your game?
Now it's just boring cards. When the boss is not looking. Used to be much more crazy when the night runners were around. See that group of buildings there? They had a parkour course between them. There was this cheeky guy named, wait, Hassan? Hakan? Anyway, he used it to test recruits for their skills with the grappling hook. Gave them some wicked shit with it.
Let me guess. You and the guys placed bets on who's gonna fall on his ass first.
Exactly! Well, well, well. You do know how to have fun. I like you. Hey, tell you what. Why don't we bring the excitement back?
How do you mean?
Believe it or not, some of these recruits actually finished the course. And a few even demonstrated mad skills. How about you test yourself and see if you can beat their time? And well, I could take bets from the guys again. Win-win, eh? Hey fellas, get your purses ready. We may have action here. If you feel up to it, just punch the bell. It's a bit dusty, as you can see.
Azt hiszem, ez ad grappling hookot. Várjam, elméne nyomjára. Ez melyik volt?
Valami Hooked a neve.
Ami grappling hookos jelnek valamit rajta.
Hooked on the Thrill Challenge.
Megpróbáljuk hát, hogy kapunk grappling hookot.
Aha. Ja, nem. Az kell hozzá.
Ja, ide kell. Nagyon jó. Várjál, van benne vállalkozás.
I got what you want. Lay it on me. Good for you. You know your business. Thanks, man.
Inhibitor container detected.
Ez a kórházban.
De nem is hüllyedsz egyáltalán.
Hát tudom, buszra van felfele.
Mivel?
A shift-tel meg kifejlesztettem. És védek, akkor visszaemelkedek. Ez baj.
Hát egy hántunk addig.
Inhibitor container detected.
Majd megcsináljuk ezt a kórházat?
Hát megcsinálhatjuk. De mindjárt reggel akkor ne. Én Jason vagyok, és csak egy járműtőnek félni hozzám, szóval én farmolok itt. De állj a másik oldalon.
Mindjárt vége.
De miért ugrottam le?
Hogy újra kezd a izét.
Azt nyomtam a shiftet, azt bukfencezett. Megint.
Merre kell menni?
Hát mögöttünk ide kell jönni.
Hát jó, de hol?
Hát ide.
Hol a bejáró? Hol a bejárót?
Másik oldal.
Inhibitor container detected.
Megvan?
Hát itt lehet menni oldalra, szerintem itt van ez valahol. Ja, itt van. Gyere már ide.
Én leugrok.
Minek?
Mert itt is van egy metró.
Azt majd megcsináljuk. Hova mész meg?
Nem. Hát ide fel. Jó magas. De...
Előbb azt látom, hogy leugrasz a picsába, most meg felmész a tetőre.
I'm looking for the guildmaster. Driscoll, I was told.
Well, that'd be me. And who are you? It's not often I see an unfamiliar face. Not from around here, I gather.
No? And I'm looking for work.
Sorry, pal, but this is a special organization. You can't just waltz in off the street and get a job here.
I'm not waltzing. Yeah, I don't even dance. Nicholas sent me. He gave me this letter.
Well, that changes things. If Nicholas sent you, then we can talk. He's a good bloke.
Look, you said you were a special group. What's so special about the Carriers Guild?
We work for the people, not just for cash on the barrelhead. Carriers deliver packages and letters all over the city.
I did a lot of that as a pilgrim. It's a valuable service.
It's priceless. And not just because of the fees we collect, you merc. Packages and letters are information. Information is the lifeblood of a society. It's also the connective tissue. Brings people together. And it can tear them apart.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
Ah, like hell you do. Pilgrims are just pure play. You don't have any higher purpose. But carriers, the carriers are the trusted stewards of this system of information and connection. In our way, we safeguard society, protect and defend information. We keep people connected to one another.
I see what you mean. It sounds like a huge responsibility.
Damn right it is. Which is why not every Tom, Dick, Harry, or shady pilgrim is cut out to be a carrier.
Please, I just want to help. Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, you can just bugger off. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Nagyon érdekes
mi van
ez a
még?
pötyögtetés. A tépet fölvetted? Az asztalon?
Most már igen.
Most leszapadott az asztal
Yeah, you
alatt.
sure you don't
No.
need me? Looks like you're running low on carriers.
Aye. Things have gotten more dangerous than usual lately. Maybe I'm trying to do you a favor by not bringing you in at this particular juncture.
I'm a pilgrim. I know danger. Outside the walls, danger.
Oh, do you now? I tell you what. How about I give you a little test, and we see how that goes?
Works for me. Test away.
Okay, hotshot. Let's see what you're made of. First, you need to make your way to the top of a building nearby and bring back a package that was left by one of ours. Should be lying somewhere by a tent.
Is that all? Don't go anywhere.
Hol mentél itt fel?
Itt lemész. Mi nézzük már szét.
Mindegy.
Hogy ezt el se lehet ezt itt foglalni? Nem, hát ez el van foglalva. Utána fölvisz a tetőre.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Csak ennyit kellett csinálni.
Mit csinál?
Got it. That was
Van
easy.
két
That was
felkiáltója.
quick.
Jó.
Not bad.
That was a test. I barely broke a sweat.
Van egy
Hey,
két.
don't get cocky, hotshot. That was just a primer. As you'd guess, delivering messages will take you through areas swarming with infected. And sometimes at night. For this test, you'll need to pick up 5 letters that were dropped in a dark zone when the previous carrier was being chased by the infected. You'll need real skills just to survive, let alone succeed. Piece of cake for a pilgrim,
It's so
though.
heartless.
Right?
Yep.
To
This
treat
sounds more my speed. I see you soon.
Believe I lived long enough to see the electric.
Hey, has someone hurt you?
My son. I gave my whole life to him, and in my golden years, how does he repay me? By making life hell. In my own home. I couldn't take it anymore. So I left.
Where will you go?
Oh, I heard about an abandoned container nearby. It used to belong to the peacekeepers, but now it's empty. Well, it was empty. When I went to see it, infected were all over the place.
Let's say I get rid of the infected for you.
Would you do that? I'll pay you.
Sure thing. Where can I find you afterwards?
I'll go to the canteen. But any place is better than my hellhole of a home and my demon son.
You know what I miss most about the world before the epidemic?
Ott 10 év lesz. Parkour.
Adrenaline.
I'm at the mercy of strangers.
Ain't no shortage of awesome here.
Na végre lehet valamit upgrade-elni. Jó, semmit nem tudok.
Thanks
Ha,
for coming, buddy.
Don't you get enough adrenaline fighting for your life every day?
You know what they say? Adrenaline leads to either fight or flight. I definitely miss the flight aspect.
As in running away?
No,
ez miért nem
dude.
néz rá?
As in literally flying. These days, seemed only one person in this city could fly. Lawan. Then you showed up.
Well, you're a paraglider? So why do you miss flying? I mean, you can still do it.
I was a skydiver, actually. And that particular flavor of flying is what I miss. But it was getting hard to run around the city in a squirrel suit with vials on your back. So, me and my team developed this ultra-light and practical paraglider you can use without any additional gear. The Night Runners instantly fell in love with it. Wanted to learn how to fly. So I set up a test track for them. Paraglider City Tour, we used to call it. I picked the perfect spot. Far from the VNC Tower, far from St. Paul's Cathedral, and far enough from the Missy so their lookouts didn't spoil the fun for us.
How do people do?
They mostly sucked. Except for Lawan. She took to it like a baby eagle falling from a nest. But I still hold the record.
A
If you
félszöveg
wanna try
kimaradt.
and beat it, and catch some flying thrills, be my guest. Just take the paraglider.
És csak visszaállt a falhoz a hülye.
Ez is csak valami challenge, bazd meg. Nem. Leestem. Ez mennyire kell bejönni?
Not bad, hotshot. Not bad.
That hardly qualified as a test.
Ha! This last one, mate. You come face to face with customers. This is what the job is about. Connecting people through the letters they send and receive. Reconnecting our fractured society, so to speak. This is where you prove your true worth.
I can handle it. Believe it or not, I'm sort of a people person.
Oh, you could have fooled me. But I have to admit you're not a fragile type. I'm starting to see some potential. Pull this off, and I might consider letting you take the carrier's oath after all. I just better not get any complaints from the clients.
You won't. I promise.
Inhibitor container.
Lemaradtam, miről volt szó?
Hát csináld, amit kell.
Most 2 helyre kell elmennünk?
3 vagy 2 ez? 2.
2.
Olyan barom énekel. El lehet rúgni? Nem lehet. A fejbe tudom lőni. Nem.
That is beautiful.
Yes, a beautiful.
Oh, a very old one. Where I come from, the women sing, so their men return home from sea safely.
So, you were singing to someone in particular?
To my betrothed. Though he will never return again. He died during the bombing of the city.
I'm sorry.
11 years have passed and I still think of him. I feel like someone has cursed me. Even the fact that I am here today. That's because of him.
How's that?
He won't laugh.
No.
Before the evacuation, I hid a few mementos in a safe at my office. I thought, if I could get them back, all those old thoughts would stop tormenting me.
Mementos of him?
Yes, letters. They're very personal. Alas, that office building is a complete ruin now. I would have to learn to fly to get in there.
I can help you.
You could do that. It's that office building over there.
Right, in the safe?
In my office. Upstairs in the personnel department. Turn the dial twice to the right, once to the left, once to the right. Got that?
I'll remember.
It is nice of you to help me. But I don't even know who you are.
My name's Aiden.
And I'm Charlotte. Thank you, Aiden.
Nah, it's nothing. Wait here for me.
Várjál, mert most az új küldetés.
Igen.
Most átváltsuk a küldetést.
Hát itt a mellettünk megcsináljuk.
Jó. Ez az új küldetés?
Igen.
Jó. It's fine.
No way.
move. This isn't the right department.
Nem annak semmit ezek a dögök.
Hol van a safe?
Itt van a safe. Itt nyitva van egy safe.
Jó, de nem az.
Itt is. Jó, az hangszóró. Haha! Hangszóróra azt hittem, hogy safe. Itt van, tessék.
Mi a elmentem mellette.
Alrighty then. What was the code? Twice to the right.
Az meg rosszul nyomtam.
Once to the right.
Rosszul nyomtam. De tekerünk még egyszer jobbra, az kész, újra kezdjük.
Once to the right. Ah, crap. It's locked.
No.
Twice to the right.
Nem, azt hittem, hogy a bal az bal oldalt lesz, nem jobb oldalt.
Once to the right. Yeah, it worked.
Ezt szívvel tudtad?
A nagy elmondta.
Ja.
I found the safe. Here.
These are all of them? You're certain?
All the ones from the safe.
They're beautiful. The jackass knew how to write. Too bad he didn't only write them to me. Know what he said right before he died? That he loved another woman and regretted she wasn't there beside him. I'll never forgive him for that.
What are you doing?
Freeing myself from him. 11 years I've tried to do this, but failed. I've wanted so badly to erase him from my memory, but I keep thinking of these damned letters. The only proof that anything ever bound us. Now he's gone, without a trace.
I don't know what to say.
Hey, why the long face? Lighten up, Aiden. You really helped me. I feel like someone has lifted my curse.
There were some valuables in the safe, too.
Take them if you want.
Are you sure?
I'm done living in the past.
Farewell, Charlotte. Take care.
Farewell, Aiden.